everybody, in today's video I am going to be doing kind of a share. So I just got something fantastic in the mail earlier this week, and I wanted to kind of share and talk about it because this is something that this particular package meant a lot to me. And while I was putting everything away, I was admiring, my collection and thought maybe there would be other people out there who would like to see it as well. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to share with you a collection that I have started in the last couple of years, and with contributions from my viewers here on YouTube and then my followers and friends over on Instagram, my collection has grown into something pretty phenomenal, and I really want to share it with you because it really means a lot to me. That my collection has gotten to where it is because of you, and I thought it would be nice to share. So I'm going to put this pile aside because this is some of the newer stuff that I just haven't put away yet. But the collection that I'm talking about is my hotel stationery and letterhead collection. And so this started, and I just want to make sure that I am in frame. This started a couple of years ago when I stumbled upon this particular piece of letterhead. This letterhead was in a architecture salvage building. So this particular hotel, the Bellevue Biltmore in Clearwater, Florida, was torn down. It was a wood structure here in Florida, and wood structures don't survive here just because of the heat and humidity. It just tends to basically just rot away. And so they unfortunately had to tear this building down. It was listed on the National Register of Historic Places. And when I saw this letterhead in there, they had a pretty phenomenal price on it. I think they wanted something like $15 for like 4 sheets or something. And I actually didn't realize what that price was until I went back a second time to go get more. But the first time I went, I just kind of grabbed a handful because I didn't see a clear price. Took it up to the register and I said, how much for this? And I think they gave it to me for like $20 or something, which at the time was incredible because I think I had like 50 or 75 pieces. And it's embossed, so I'm going to try to bring it closer to you so you can see. But this particular paper is embossed, which basically means that this is raised. There's like a glossy raised print to it. And the paper is actually on bond paper. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's certificate bond. And you can see that I can see the texture. I hope you guys can see it as well. But the texture is just absolutely amazing. It is one of the most beautiful pieces of paper I have ever held in my entire life. And I absolutely fell in love with it. So much so that when I went back to Tampa, I bought some more. They weren't quite as lenient on the price, so I didn't get quite as much. But luckily, one of my very best friends in the whole wide world, Rosie, was there with me, and she ended up buying everything else that they had. Just because we were both terrified that the paper would just sit in there and rot. It's not an air-conditioned building. There was no protection from the elements, and her and I were both kind of heartbroken that it would just sit there. So she ended up buying the entire case of it, and there was probably 1,000 sheets of paper in that case. So luckily it's saved, so if I ever need more, I could just go to my friend Rosie and purchase some from her. But yeah, so this is what started the entire thing. This is what started my collection, was finding this beautiful piece of paper. And then I think I shared about it, or I spoke about it to a couple of my local friends. And actually, one of my other friends, Tona, who owns the Paper Seahorse, went on vacation and stayed in a beautiful hotel that had beautiful stationery, and so she mailed this to me. And so I saved it, even though it's been written on, I still saved it. And so I think this was the next piece that was in my collection. And then I think I got some Ace Hotel stationery from a friend. I think I had just posted about my obsession with this paper and that I was going to be going on a rampage to protect all of the old hotel vintage paper. So I found this in an antique store. It's not from a hotel, but it's a beautiful old letterhead. And then I stumbled upon this Pan American paper with these envelopes, and yeah, this is definitely what set me down the rabbit hole when I found this. I found a pile of paper probably this big of this Pan American stationery, and so that set me off. And so I started talking to some local friends, my pen pals, and it just blew up. So I'm gonna just kind of flip through here and just show you some of the collections that I have. I will get a piece of paper here. Oops, sorry about that, to kind of block. So I've got this beautiful one from Rome. It's textured, it's like linen paper. It's absolutely stunning. I hope there's no glare because they are in page protectors. But this one's really lovely with an envelope. This one I got on an anniversary trip that I went to in New Orleans from the Pontchartrain Hotel. This one is also embossed. I had to work hard to get this one. They didn't understand that I wanted letterhead and stationery, and we actually stayed in this hotel. It's a boutique hotel. It's a historic hotel. It's old. It's beautiful. It's haunted. And we stayed there for one night. Blew our budget out the window, but it was worth it because the experience was great and the staff was amazing, and I got this beautiful stationery. Next are from the Ace Hotels. So I have Ace Hotel New Orleans, LA, and in London. So I've got envelopes, the letterhead, and this one I absolutely love. This one's got a little notepad. And then we've got the Waldorf Astoria in Edinburgh, the Walpole Bay Hotel in Kent. This one also came with a postcard. This is also linen paper. It's just absolutely delicious. And then we've got this one from Paris. I won't even try to pronounce that, but that's like copper embossed. And then the Venetian in Macau. This is one from Florida. This is actually in St. Augustine. I actually went there, pleaded my case to reception, and they gave me a single piece of paper. They didn't understand what I meant either. And then I've got some envelopes from the Paris Hotel in Las Vegas. My husband went and got me some envelopes. They didn't have actual paper, which I thought was weird, but there that is. And this is actually kind of a cheat. These are printed copies of vintage letterhead from the Tampa Bay Hotel, which is actually now a university and museum. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I spoke to the curator there and she emailed me copies of scanned papers that they actually have in their archives. They scanned them and she emailed me the originals, which I was absolutely blown away by. They have reproductions in their shop, which that's what this is from. It's not full size, it's just the note size, but it's just absolutely stunning. Again, this is from Miami. And then the next couple pages are from the Spectator Hotel in Charleston, South Carolina. Absolutely insane. I went there, spoke to the general manager, told him that I was an avid letter writer and that I was on a mission to collect and protect stationery and letterhead from hotels, and this man absolutely went wild. I came home, I'll just show you. I came home with a 12 by 12 box full of everything. He gave me their keys. He gave me this beautiful little stationery kit that they leave in their rooms. I've got some wax seals here, a pile of postcards, a pile of envelopes, a huge pile of papers. This is what I'll be writing all of my letters on in 2020. I'm going to try to use this up because I've just got so much of it, and some matches. I believe he gave me some pencils and pens as well, but I've since used those up. And yeah, completely blown away by that. The Spectator Hotel is a boutique hotel in downtown Charleston, South Carolina, and was recently redone and is in a historic building, and the general manager just treated me like a queen when I was there and just gave me a huge bag of stuff to take home. So yeah, this is going to begin the collection that I just recently got in the mail from my friend Michelle Geller. She is Hold Dear on Instagram, and I got this surprise package in the mail, and it was filled with these beautiful, proper vintage hotel stationery sets. And when I say proper vintage, like these are old. I was scared to even touch them, and I'm just gonna flip through them so you guys can see, but they are absolutely stunning. The care that they put into their designs and logos, and I mean, look at this envelope. This is the back of an envelope. It's, I mean, oh my gosh. We've got a postcard here, and then these envelopes are absolutely amazing. You've got the picture of the actual building on that one. This one is adorable. I just absolutely love these. I got all of these in one sitting. Like, Michelle doubled my collection in one fell swoop. I don't know, just absolutely stunning. I don't want to ever touch these. They're going in the page protectors and they will be there forever. It's just so beautiful. This one I love. Okay, so this one is from my personal collection. I found this in an antique store. This is from a doctor. And then this one, I believe, was sent to me from a pen pal. Same for this one. And then I showed you this. I found this and this recently in an antique shop. And then here's the Pan Am stuff. Here's some old airmail. We've got the Plaza. We've got the Sheraton in Hawaii. And then the Intercontinental. And then we've got more of the Intercontinental. We've got some Dorset in Hong Kong. These are all from pen pals. So these are things that came to me after I shared my love of this and that I was collecting. Really, really lovely. And then some envelopes, and that is it for the protected one. Oh God, I love this one. So beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna share this little pile here because I recently just got this in the mail as well. I also collect these postcards, these old linen hotel postcards. I've got a huge pile of these that I've also been gifted from pen pals, but these are just a few that I had laying around. Got a note paper here, again, the Plaza, the Lincoln Hilton. And then this I just got in the mail from a dear friend, Laura, who is snail mail obsessed. This is from the Oriental in Japan. Absolutely beautiful, super high quality. This is from a ship, the Cunard Countess, and this paper feels like it is on Tomoe River paper, but it is, I don't know if you can see that. It's some kind of paper, but it feels like Tomoe. It's super duper thin and lightweight. So I found this in an antique store, and then this is the airmail envelope that goes with it. Absolutely stunning. Then we've got this one, Grey Rocks from Quebec. Found this in an old box of stationery. I mean, a random collection of stationery, and this was tucked in, so that felt very fitting. And then these are just pretty little things. And then this is just the notepad from the Spectator as well. So I'm gonna put these away, but that is my collection. I hope that you guys have enjoyed seeing this collection of mine, the hotel stationery business. I just don't think they do it anymore, and it's just such a shame because when you come across such really, really amazing ones, like the Ace Hotel is just so simple and so clean and so beautiful. It's just amazing. So that's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below, and I am gonna get out of here. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.